In this video lecture, I will discuss how to manage privileges in Oracle with grant and revoke commands. First of all, we have to understand what are privileges. Now, database security is very important for organizations, and security is enforced in a database by allowing or withholding the access to database objects based on the user ID. A database user is given a user ID and permissions are associated with it. The permissions are assigned individually or by assigning a role or profile to the user ID. So, privileges are the authorizations assigned to user. What the user can do with the database objects, how to manipulate, whether he can create the database objects, whether he can drop the database objects, that all those things that the user can do in a database are known as privileges, and these are actually the authorizations assigned to user. There are two types of privileges. The first is system privileges, which define which database objects a user can gain access to, and second is object privileges, which define how a user can manipulate the content of the assigned database objects. Now, coming to system privileges, user and roles can be assigned from more than 80 privileges available in Oracle. So actually there are 80 different privileges that the user can have, but these privileges can be assigned by the database administrators. So the database administrator has high level system privileges that include creating and removing users, creating and assigning roles, removing and backing up database tables. So these are high level system privileges that can be used by the database administrator. So how to create users? That means if you are a database administrator, then if you have to create the users, then how you will do that? For that there is a create user statement. So create user statement is used by a DBA to create new users. When a user is created, no privileges are available to him. To allow a user to access database objects and privileges to manipulate the data, database administrator has to grant needed privileges to a newly created user. So here let's discuss the syntax, that how you create the users. For creating users, you will use this statement, create user, then after that you will give the username, and then you will give the password, and password is given after the keywords identified by. So username is the name of the user and password is the password that he will use to log on to the database. For example, create user Bob identified by Kumbaya. So if there is a user named Bob, then he has to give the username as Bob and the password will be Kumbaya. Now, user system privileges. What are the user system privileges available? A database administrator can assign the following system privileges to a newly created user. First is create session, create table, create sequence, create view, or create procedure. So how the user system privileges is assigned? It is assigned by using the grant statement. So what does grant statement do? That it will give that particular privilege to the user, which is given after the two keywords. So the syntax is grant keyword, then the name of the privilege. You can give multiple privileges here, and after that you will give two keyword and the name of the user which is already existing in your database. So here you can give multiple privileges to multiple users, multiple privileges to one user, or one privilege to multiple users, so any combination can work here. The example is given here. We just created the username Bob in the previous example, so here the create table user system privilege and create view user system privilege, it is granted to Bob. So Bob is the username, create table and create view are the privileges which are granted to this user. Now next is role. Role is an identification of user types in the database. So you can see here that we have shown here 3 users and 5 privileges, and if in absence of roles, if we have to assign these privileges to these users, then we have to define the privilege for every user. So it can be seen like this, that 3 users, if they have to be given these 5 privileges, then every user must be given these 5 privileges by giving the grant statement. But to make the work easier, there is a concept of roles in Oracle that helps us in defining the role, and we can assign the privileges to that role and we can assign the role to the users. So what will happen here is that if the role is existing and a new person joins the organization and we want him to take all those privileges, then instead of assigning the privileges to that person individually, that role can be assigned. So whatever privileges are associated with that role, that can be immediately given to the new user. So here you can see here that when we have to use the roles, first of all we have to define the role, and here in this example I have defined the role instructor. Then to this role I will define the privileges, and then when the role and the privileges are related, then this role can be assigned to the users for whom we want this role to work. So roles can be assigned multiple privileges and user can be assigned the roles. Multiple users can have same roles and one role can have multiple privileges. Now creating and granting privileges to the role, this is shown with an example. First thing we will do is to create a role. So with the create role instructor, an instructor named role is created. Then with grant create table create view to instructor, the instructor role is assigned the create view and create table privileges, and last we do that we grant the role instructor to Bob, Kevin and Stuart, and so these 3 people can take up the role of instructor. So if another person, say Bobby, comes into the organization and he also wants to work as an instructor, then we can simply grant the instructor role to Bobby and that person can also work as an instructor. So what are the object privileges? Now object privileges means the privileges that work on the database objects and can be assigned to the users. So object privileges are insert, update, delete, select, alter, index and execute. Insert, update and delete work on table, view, these schema objects. Select privilege works on table, view and sequence. Alter privilege works on table and sequence. Index privilege works only on the table schema object. Execute privilege works on only procedure schema object, and references works only on the table schema object. References is the process of creating foreign key. So how the object privileges are assigned? The owner has all the privileges on his created data object. So if a user creates some objects in his database, then he has all the privileges on his own created data objects. The privileges are insert, update, delete, select, alter, index, execute and references. So these privileges are taken by default by the user on all his created data objects. An owner can give specific privileges on his data objects to other users or roles. So if the owner wishes, he can give the privileges on his data objects to other users or the roles which are existing. So users and roles must be previously existing. An owner can give privilege of granting the privilege to other users by the user who received the privileges using with grant option. So how you can understand this is that suppose I have created a table attendance and I give a privilege on of inserting and deleting to Bob, but I want that Bob should be able to give those privileges on attendance table to the users that he wants. So he can give only if I have given him the grant with grant option. If with grant option was not used by me while granting the privileges to Bob, then he cannot give the privileges to the next set of users on whom he is giving the access on my data objects. So what is the syntax? The syntax is grant. Either you can give all or you can give the privilege. So if you want to give multiple privileges, then you can separate the privileges by commas, and you can also specify here the column names on which you want these privileges to work. If you want to give all privileges, then you can write the all keyword here. On, then you have to define the object. Now here the object can be the view, the table or the procedure. Then after to, you have to give the user's name or the role, or you can give public. So public is the keyword that whoever people are existing in the database, either as roles or users, they all will have these privileges on these data objects which are defined in the second line. But if you want to give privilege to only one person, you can give his name and last line with grant option. So here after the grant statement execution, people are getting the privileges from with this particular statement, they will be able to grant the same privileges which are defined in this statement to others users by using the grant statement. So here there is a cascading of privileges to the users from one user who gains the privileges with grant option. If the with grant option is omitted, then that person will not be able to grant the privileges to next level of users. So the example here is grant, select, insert, update. These are the privileges on score underscore table. This is the table name. To Bob, Stuart, Kevin. These are the names of the user whom I want to give the privileges with grant option. So when I give the with grant option, that means Bob, Stuart and Kevin, they can give, select, insert and update privileges on score underscore tbl to other users. Then next example is grant, select on Bob dot assignment underscore table to public. So here the privilege is select, the table name is assignment underscore tbl and that belongs to user Bob. This is the table which is created by Bob. So I have received this privilege from user Bob, so I can give the privilege on assignment table which belongs to Bob by using this statement, and I want to give the access to public. That means every person who has access to assignment table, they can use the select statement on Bob's assignment underscore tbl. The next thing is revoking object privileges. revoke statement is used to revoke, that means take back or stop privileges granted to other users. Once I give privileges to some users, I can anytime take back those privileges by using the revoke statement. Privileges granted to other users through the with grant option will also be revoked. So here if I have given privileges to one person and that using the with grant option, and that person has given the same privileges to some other person because of the with grant option, so if I revoke the privileges from the first person, then whomever he has given the privileges on my database objects, they all will be revoked back by using the revoke statement. So what is the syntax? You have to give the keyword revoke, then you have to specify privilege, and you can revoke multiple privileges by separating them by commas. If you want to revoke all privileges, then you can give the all keyword on object and from which user. Suppose you have given privileges to 5 users and you want to revoke from 2 users, then you can write those username from here. You can give the user's name, you can give role, and you can also give the keyword public, so that you take back the privileges on your data objects from everyone. And cascade constraint, now this particular thing will be used to remove the references privilege also, and for that you have to give cascade constraints. Then example of revoking object privileges: user Bob revokes the select and insert privileges given to user Kevin on the scores underscore TBL. So the statement will give that have to be given by Bob is like this: revoke select insert on scores underscore TBL from Kevin. So Kevin's privileges will be taken back on the scores table. The privileges are select and insert, and these have to be given by the owner of the database object. So how you can see the privileges in your database? You can use these tables. On the left hand side, this is the list of the tables, and on the right hand side is the description of the table. These are the system tables, or you can also call them as data dictionary tables, and these are the tables which are storing everything about the roles and privileges. The first table is role underscore sys underscore privs, and it stores the system privileges granted to roles. So whichever system privileges like create session, create table, those privileges which are assigned to the roles. Then role underscore tab underscore privs, table privileges granted to roles. So which tables are used by which roles, in what way, that information is stored in the second table. Then user role privileges, if you have given roles to the users, then all the information about what roles are given to what user, that information will be stored in user underscore role underscore privs. Then the next one is user underscore tab underscore privs underscore made, user privileges granted on the users object. So if I am a user and I have made some data objects and I have given privileges on my data objects, so those things will be stored in this table. Then user tab privileges received, if some other user has given privileges to me on his data objects, then all those privileges that I have received, they will be stored in my databases user underscore tab underscore privs underscore received, this data dictionary table. Then user underscore call underscore privs underscore made, object privileges granted on the columns of the users object. The tables that I have created, if on the table columns of those tables I have given object privileges to other users, they will be stored here. And similarly, whatever privileges I have received on specific columns of some tables, they will be they will be stored here in my database. So these are the privilege tables in the data dictionary, where you can see that what privileges are available in your schema. So these are schema specific, these are not for the whole database, these are schema specific. This is all about managing privileges.